These are 3 large pigment paintings, and they are on wood and covered with a very resistant paper, and then many layers of pigment are added to them. It's a very long process that lasts many weeks, sometimes months, to give the paintings the necessary depth. And I use mainly natural pigments that I source, or carbon, salt, and that's why we call salt and dust paintings. So the white paintings are really organic, they're almost alive. Some of the pigment work it's really they're almost like murders, and there is this big dialogue going on whether we should fix the pigment paintings 100%, put them behind resin, or use a different medium, or do we keep the pigment directly exposed to our living rooms and our furniture, because pigment is a slightly moving matter, and it's very sensitive to humidity and heat. So the other option is, like, I have some paintings in the back here, they are in plexiglass or glass containers, which is another option. Some collectors put them behind glass, but often when the sun shines, you lose a certain magic of the pigment, because this one here, it seems black, but actually it's blue. So the more you look at it, the blue comes out. There's so many layers. Black contains so many colors, and there are so many colors, like black, there is red, there is indigo, there is white, there is brown, then there is blue again, and then the black is applied over a very deep indigo color that you see on the edges. I like the size of my paintings exposed, because sometimes you see the process of the work, and I really like to see the whole paintings, that they're not in tight frames, that we leave space around the paintings, so we see the process, the way the paintings have been made. Black basically is related. Black is always, for some reason, related to darkness, and in this case, it's in these paintings, it's pollution of the jet stream. It's carbon that settles on the glaciers. The glacier melts, and what is left is basically carbon and gravel. White is more a color of purity, in the sense it's pure white, and it's white pigment, and also salt. Salt is part of the oversalification of the earth because of the, we call it also acid rain. So due to the pollution that goes in the jet stream, we have acid rain that creates the oversalification of the ocean. My source of inspiration comes from a lot from nature. and climbing the ocean, really from the environment and also from the many, many thousands of hours I spent on top of the mountains in glaciers and walking in ancient nature. The other inspiration is coming from painting and from color, basically. Color we find everywhere. We find in flowers, on animals, in nature. So my inspiration is multifold. It's also very, a lot of the inspiration is coming from painting, dating very far back, old masters where you have painters, more Italian painters, using deep reds and yellows and browns. Then you have the Dutch painters that have many shades of deep blacks, especially when London Boyle. They go very deep in Spain, going up the disaster still again fire goes all the way into black and white. So, and then I get it from painters like Mazzoni, I get it from Yves Klein, I get it from Monet, I get it from a lot of people's works, and natural pigments, natural colors that we find in nature. And I think really the inspiration changes by where I am. Most of the time I'm exposed to nature because I live really close to nature. It's where I get a lot of the inspiration. No, my work has a lot of texture. If you go close up on these salt and dust paintings, you almost look like a world map. And on the red paintings, they are in the final stage, they change a lot. They're very textural. Also, often I put water over them, I spray them, and use a drip, old drip technique. Also in my blue works, there is a lot of textures also. The texture comes from colors underneath, from the layers that sometimes start coming through after a while. So textures are very important, and I like my paintings to be quite textural. They're not like just overpainted paintings, and I really use natural textures to find them in nature again. I create the texture by so many layers and paintings breaking in certain areas, or the overpainting and it's really a very long process. If I would paint the painting one time or two times, then the surface would be flat, almost like a wall painting. And by using so many layers, the textures really come out, and the pigment starts working almost the way the pigment is made, basically. So they are really pigment works. And I think that's very important in my process of work. Other painters use this technique. They do a lot of scratch work and they paint and then they use their fingers and or pencils but I don't use that process. I paint, I overpaint, I look at the textures changing and I stop the moment the painting really captures my attention, or I ask people, what do you think? And it's a constant dialogue. Sometimes I don't manage a painting and I need to stop it and it gets trashed, it just doesn't work, and thank God I have a beautiful picture of the painting. This canvas was made laying flat basically and throwing with brushes, applying pure pigment, spraying it with very thin mist of salt water and indigo paint and red paint, and then overpainting it, drying it, watering it was like a plant, and the studio turned totally black before. The studio was a white room like here, but at the end of the process the studio was totally black, I mean really, really black. The intention really is a dialogue. It's a dialogue of looking. I always find it very interesting how much longer people look at the monochrome than at the painting. Either they pass by the way, and the monochrome does not is on their mind. But many times I find there is an incredible fascination about monochrome paintings, and I myself, when I was very young, discovered the works of Heath Klein, and as I was able to, with my partner, to restore many of the Heath Klein paintings, and this is when I really noticed how much work went into one of these paintings, and the fascination started getting more and more, reading about the process, why we make these monochromes. People are standing as much in front of a large monochrome as a 30 by 30 centimeter monochrome, which I find fascinating. Like the one we were talking about before is 30 by 30 centimeter, done exactly the same process, and people, they look at these paintings for a very, very long time and try to understand these paintings, and actually a very good friend of mine that knows me bought 3 of the monochrome paintings at one of my shows, and he was so fascinated by these paintings, and they're hanging now in his living room, and the living room is totally empty. The only thing hanging on these 3 paintings, which I was extremely flattered.